Hello, everybody. My name is Miss Katie, coming at you from some mountain full of horses. Welcome to Healthy Relationships Project, where we're going to be learning about, you guessed it, relationships. Today, we're going to learn what healthy relationships look and feel like, how to keep our relationships healthy, and what to do if our relationships don't feel healthy. But before we do any of that, let's make sure we all know what are relationships. And before you even ask me, no, we're not just talking about dating. Sure, that's a type of relationship that can be important for lots of people, but it's not the only relationship we have. Let's start thinking about all those different people we have relationships with. You have relationships with your family, and that can be the family you live with, like parents, guardians, annoying little brothers and sisters, or it can be family that lives further away. But all of those people who we call our family, we have relationships with them. We have relationships with our friends. So that could be your best friend or your neighborhood friend, your school friend, your friend from summer camp. We have a lot of friends. And with all of those friends, we get to make rules for how we treat each other that keep everybody safe and comfortable. We even get to make rules with helping adults. Helping adults are those grown-ups whose job it is to keep you safe, to help you learn, or to protect you. Those can be lots of different adults. That might be your mom's best friend. That could be your teacher. It could be your basketball coach. It could be your neighbor who your family really knows. There's lots of different adults who help, and they look different for all of us. But whatever adults help you, you have relationships with them, and we get to make rules that keep us safe. We also have relationships with acquaintances. So when I say acquaintances, I just mean people we don't know super well, but we still get to make rules for how they treat us. You might be acquaintances with that kid in your class who you don't really talk to. You might be acquaintances with your older brother's best friend. You might be acquaintances with the lifeguard at your swimming pool. There's lots of different people who we see and talk to and spend time with every day. And with all of them, we have relationships. And in every relationship, we get to make rules that keep us safe and comfortable. Those rules don't look the same for every single person, though, because maybe you're good with mom or dad or grandma giving you hugs. But if the lifeguard at the pool starts trying to hug you, you might be really uncomfortable. You might be fine with your friends teasing you and joking around, but if your teacher makes the same joke, you might be confused. There's different rules for different people, and that's okay. But we're always allowed to make rules for how people treat us and how we let ourselves treat them back. That's what keeps our relationships healthy. Challenge time, you ready? I'm going to name as many people that I have relationships with as I can in the next 10 seconds. Here I go. I have a relationship with my mom, my dad, my sister, my brother-in-law, my nephew, my other nephew, my other nephew, my aunt, my uncle, my other uncle, my other aunt, my other uncle, and my brother's brother, my other uncle, my boss, my cat, my mean cat, my best friend, my cousin, my aunt who's not really my aunt, my neighbor, my grandma. Whew, I have a lot of relationships. And I bet you have just as many. So here's a challenge for you. At your house right now, set a 1-minute timer. Think of all the people you have relationships with. And in 1 minute, write down as many of them as you can think of. You can pause the video and start writing as many as you can. Can you think of 10 people, 20 people, 30 people? Write down as many relationships as you can in 1 minute. Go ahead and pause the video. I'll be waiting. So with all of those relationships we can come up with, we hope that they're all healthy. And when I say healthy relationships, I don't mean relationships where someone makes you do a bunch of push-ups or eat salad. I mean, we probably should, but that's not what we're talking about today. When I say healthy relationships, I mean relationships that make you feel good. Healthy relationships are where people care about you. They help you make good choices, and they always make you feel safe and comfortable. No matter who it is, no matter how close we are to them or not so close, we should still feel safe and comfortable with every person in our life. That's what makes relationships healthy. Healthy relationships, actions are more important than words. So what that means is people show you they care about you with the way they act. Because words are easy. I could say anything I want. I could tell you that I am some big burly man with a big old beard. That doesn't make it true. I could tell you that I'm your best friend, but if I'm mean to you all the time and I never want to hang out, well, that doesn't seem true either. Words are easy. We can say anything we want, but actions tell the truth. People show you with their actions if they are a healthy friend for you and if they care about you. And there's different kinds of actions we can look for when we're picking good friends for us. Respect, trust, and boundaries are three things that we can train our brains to look for in new friends. But what do those words even mean? We've probably all seen a poster somewhere that said respect in really big letters, but what do we mean when we say respect? Respect means that your feelings are just as important as my feelings. What you think is just as important as what I think. Respect means I treat you like you're an equal. That looks different for different kinds of people. If I'm your best friend, it might mean when we make a brand new game to play, we both get to make rules. I don't just tell you, here are my rules and you have to play my game, because that doesn't sound equal. That sounds like my thoughts are more important than yours. But we should both be important. That's respect. It might mean that when you're watching movies with a friend, you get to take turns picking the movie, because both of your thoughts are important. Now, there are some grown-ups who might get to make the rules because they keep you safe or responsible. Like, can mom and dad say, go clean your room? Yeah, I've heard that one a lot. They get to say that. Or can a teacher say, go sit in your seat? They get to say that too. Adults get to make rules that keep you safe and responsible, but they still have to show you respect. No adult gets to hurt your body. No adult gets to hurt you with words like loser. And no adult gets to touch your body when you don't want to be touched. The rules look different, but even adults need to show you respect. So respect means that your feelings and your thoughts are just as important as mine. And we take turns making rules, we take turns picking movies, or at the very least, I make sure I never hurt you or scare you. Respect is important, so is trust. Trust means that the words I say match the things I do. We don't really trust people when those things don't match. If you told me to make sure your dog is fed while your family goes on vacation, and you come back to a very hungry dog, you might not trust me as a friend anymore. I said I would take care of your dog, but I didn't do it. My words didn't match the way I acted. If I tell you with my words, you're my best friend, and then I go tell really mean stories about you to other kids, my words and my actions didn't match. I said I was your friend, but I didn't act like a friend. So you might not trust that person anymore. Trust means we believe people are trying to be the best friends to us that they can. It means I believe you would never hurt me on purpose. But nobody's perfect. You're probably close, but maybe not the whole way. And that means we make mistakes. So I might mess up and hurt my friend's feelings, but trust also means that you believe if I accidentally hurt you, I'll fix it as soon as I can. Trust means believing people are trying to be the best friends to us, and it means their words match the things they do. You should always be able to trust your friends, and your friends should be able to trust you back. So we need respect, we need trust, but we also need boundaries. And boundaries are just the rules we make that keep us safe and comfortable. We all have rules we make for how people should treat us. I don't like people touching my ears or trying to put their fingers in them. That feels weird and uncomfortable. So my friends know not to try to touch my ears. That's my boundary. And safe friends don't cross my boundary. You might have boundaries about your soccer trophy that nobody touches. That's okay. The friends who keep you safe don't cross your boundaries. They won't touch your soccer trophy because you don't like it. You might have boundaries that you don't like being called four eyes for your glasses. That's okay. Your friends respect that boundary and they don't call you four eyes. Boundaries mean people care about you feeling safe and comfortable. It means that whatever rules you make for your body, people listen. So safe friends show us respect, we can trust them, and they listen to our boundaries. But at the end of the day, your feelings are a pretty good guide to which friends are good for you. The way we feel lets us know if somebody is a healthy friend for us. Think about it. Pick somebody in your life who's a good relationship for you. Is it your best friend? Is it your parent? Is it your favorite teacher? How do they make you feel? And how do they show you that they care with action? If it's your favorite teacher who makes you feel supported, do they show that by saying good job when you try really hard? If it's your best friend who makes you feel super fun and happy, do they show that by having the best jokes and always having links to great YouTube videos? Whatever that person does to show you that they care, if it makes you feel good, that's probably a healthy relationship for you. Our feelings are really smart. They're there to keep you safe. So if you feel good and loved and supported and happy and safe with a person in your life, your feelings are letting you know that person is a good person for you. Because sometimes we don't feel happy and safe and good. Sometimes we don't feel good at all with people. And when that happens, it might be an unhealthy relationship. Unhealthy relationships, I don't mean sitting on the couch eating Twix bars all day, because I've for sure done that with people who were healthy friends. When I say unhealthy relationships, I mean people who don't make you feel good. That could be people who push you to make choices that hurt or get you in trouble. That could be people who make you feel scared, or people who make you feel bad about yourself. If any of those things happen, it might not be a healthy relationship. Nobody should ever hurt you or scare you or take away your choices in a healthy relationship. Now, when I say take away choices, that's a little bit different than mom or dad saying you can't eat cookies for dinner. Because remember, sometimes adults can make rules that keep us safe and responsible. When I say take away choices, I mean that no friend should come up and say, you can only be friends with me, because who picks your friends? You do. They don't get to take that choice away. If your friend says, you can't wear purple because purple's my color, who picks your clothes? You do. Nobody gets to take that choice away. No one should make you feel hurt, make you feel scared, or make you feel like you don't get choices anymore. In healthy friendships, we're both equal, and we should always feel respected. So if you feel hurt or if you feel scared, you're always allowed to ask for help. We all deserve healthy relationships, and you're allowed to ask for help to make sure you have them. Now, when I say unhealthy relationships, I don't mean sometimes getting into a fight. Because even with healthy friends, everybody has fights sometimes. It's normal. Nobody's perfect, and sometimes we can be cranky, sometimes we can be annoying, sometimes we just misunderstand. And all of that is normal. Even good friends fight. But we should still feel happy more than we're fighting. That's what keeps it healthy. If we fight more than we're happy, that might not feel good anymore. And the way we fight matters too. Everybody has disagreements, everybody has arguments, but nobody should ever hurt your body. Nobody should ever call you horrible names that hurt your feelings really badly. Those are not okay things to do, even in normal fights. We can also make sure we handle disagreements like a healthy friend. Because if we have a fight with a friend, sometimes it makes us feel bad. We don't feel good about ourselves during a fight, and it can be easy to get really mad back. If my friend says, "You forgot my birthday," I might want to say, "Nuh-uh, it's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. It was an accident. Why are you bothering me?" Freeze. It stinks for someone to tell us we hurt their feelings, but if we hurt somebody's feeling, it's still our job to make it okay. Think about it this way. If you were walking down the hall and you stomped on someone's foot on accident, they'd say, "Ow." And you would say, "Oh, I'm sorry." Of course you would. You didn't try to hurt their foot, but you did. So we say, "Sorry." It's the same way if I hurt someone's feelings. I say, "I'm sorry." I might not have tried it, but I did it. So I say, "I'm sorry." And I show I'm sorry by not doing that thing again. Remember, words are easy. So I could hurt your feelings and say, "Oh, I'm sorry," and then do the next thing tomorrow. I could eat a big handful of your French fries without permission and say, "Oh, I'm sorry," because there's fries in my mouth. But then I grab another handful and do it again. If I don't change the way I act, I'm not showing that I'm sorry. So say you're sorry if we hurt a friend, but also show you're sorry with actions. We can even ask our friends how I can make things better. So let's imagine I forgot my best friend's birthday. I can say, "I'm sorry that I forgot your birthday." I can show I'm sorry by putting it on a calendar so I don't forget again. And I can ask my friend, "How can I fix things? How could we celebrate your birthday together now?" Saying you're sorry, showing you're sorry, and asking how you can fix things can help with almost any disagreement. It's normal to sometimes not get along with friends, but we also have choices that help us be healthy friends, even with a disagreement. Now, you might have listened to all of this and said, "You know what, Miss Katie, my friendships feel pretty healthy," which is awesome. Everybody deserves healthy friends, and I'm so excited to hear that. So if you think that your friendships sound healthy, there's a few things we can do to make sure they stay that way. And number one is saying thank you. Everybody likes to be appreciated sometimes, so we can say thank you to all of our friends for the healthy things they do. If your friend always tries to cheer you up on bad days, we can say, "Hey, thank you for cheering me up." If your friend always makes you laugh, you can say, "Hey, thank you for being so funny." People like to be appreciated for what they do. So letting my friends know, "Thank you, I see you, and I love what you do," helps them keep doing it because it feels good to be your friend. We also have to make sure we're being healthy friends in return. Everything in relationships, it's about being equal, and that means we both get choices, but we also both do the work to be healthy friends. So if your friend always cheers you up, we can cheer them up right back. If your friend always makes you laugh, you can make them laugh right back. We have rules for how people treat us, but we also have rules for how we let ourselves treat them. So being a healthy friend means we get healthy friendship back. Sometimes we might listen to this and think, "I don't always feel good with my friends." It might be unhealthy for me. That's okay too. And there are things that we can do to make those friendships feel healthier or to make sure that we're safe. The first thing we can always do is try to talk to friends using an I statement. And it's called an I statement because all those statements start with I. I feel blank because blank, and I would feel better if blank. I love this because it lets people know how you feel, what action made you feel that way, and how they can fix it next time. It gives your friends a chance to make things better. So if your friend made a joke that hurt your feelings, you get to say, I feel hurt because you joked about my glasses, and I would feel better if you don't joke about that anymore. It's clear about your feelings, it's clear about what you don't want them doing anymore, and it gives your friend a way to fix it. We can always use I statements with friends, but if they still don't listen, we can also step things up and use our no, go, tell to make sure we're safe. If you already used your I statement and told your friend, stop making fun of my glasses, they should stop. If they do it again, we get to use our, what I call my Wonder Woman voice, because I sit up very tall and very confident and I say, no, you don't talk to me that way anymore. It's not mean, it's serious, because you being safe is a serious matter. Using our I statements is great, but if people still don't listen, we get to use our serious, I mean business voice to tell them no and make sure our boundaries are clear. So we can say that if they make fun of us. If someone keeps trying to touch my ear, I can say, no, you don't touch my ear like that. If they keep trying to grab my soccer trophy, I can say, no, you don't touch my soccer trophy. We're allowed to use that I mean business voice if it helps you feel safe. So we can tell a person no, but we can also go. I don't have to stick around with someone who isn't acting safe. If they keep making fun of me anyway, bye Felicia, I'm going home. I don't have to stay if they're not acting like a safe friend. If every time we hang out, they try to touch my ears and I don't like it, maybe I don't hang out anymore because they're not caring about my safety rules. I can tell them no, but I can also go. I don't have to stay around someone who makes me uncomfortable. And I can always tell an adult I trust what's going on. Trusted adults are just what it sounds like, adults who you trust to keep you safe. And they look different for all of us. You might trust your mom or dad, your aunt or uncle, your best friend's mom or dad. Whoever you talk to when you have a problem, you can talk to them about relationships too. Relationships are hard and everyone needs help sometimes, whether you're 10 or 110. We're always allowed to ask for help with relationships. And if the first adult you ask is busy or doesn't know how to help you, you could ask a second. You're allowed to keep asking for help. You could ask 3 adults or 5 or 10. You can keep asking for help until somebody helps you. As adults, it's our job to keep young people safe, and it shouldn't take 10 adults to help you. But you are allowed to keep asking for help until somebody helps you, because you being safe, that's our job. Thanks for learning with me today, everybody. I think we did pretty awesome. So today we learned that everybody has relationships, and every relationship has rules to keep it safe and healthy. If our friendships feel healthy, that's fantastic. We can tell those friends thank you and make sure we are being a healthy friend back. But if we don't feel good with somebody, we don't feel safe, we don't feel comfortable, we can always ask trusted adults for help. You can ask one, but if they can't help you, you can ask a second or third or fifth or even 10th adult. You get to keep asking for help until somebody helps you, because keeping young people safe, that's our job. Awesome job. So next time I see you all, we will be learning about our relationship with one more person we forgot to mention today. It's ourselves. So when I see you next time, we'll learn all about having healthy relationships with ourselves. But until then, thank you for learning with me. Be safe. Bye, everybody.